Valencia family, welcome to Good Morning Valencia episode 6, Get Involved. If you haven't heard our previous episode, I strongly recommend you do. It was a very insightful and emotional conversation with our Valencia president, Dr. Schugert. Well, moving on to this episode. How are you doing today, Tim? We have officially started the spring semester. Let me know how it kicked off for you and what are you excited about?
Well, starting this new spring semester in 2021, a new year, I can say I'm excited about the semester. I really can't wait to apply the knowledge I'm going to get from all my different classes before I graduate. Really excited about that. And I'm also exhilarated to see how Valencia continues to give us opportunities to get engaged virtually.
Very good point, Tims. I'm very excited about today's interviews because they are student leaders like us, you and me. And if you are looking to learn more about the different boards in student development, this is a great opportunity to hear from some of them firsthand.
Well, let's introduce Emily Rodriguez, Jean-Philippe, and Diane Villatoro Vasquez. And they will be here so we can discuss their positions of leadership that they have within the student body. And I like to give them each some space to answer the questions that we have. And we love to get to know what each one of them do within the college, within their own respective programs. So let's start with you, Emily.
Hello, my name is Emily Rodriguez, and I am a financial learning ambassador, and I belong to the Osceola campus. And what we do is we are a group of student leaders who promote financial literacy among the student body through peer-to-peer learning. And through that, we like to do skill shops, classroom presentations, and we also like to do community outreach, as well as advising the virtual answer center. And we had started doing that since COVID started, and everything is going great.
All right. Thank you so much, Emily. Now let's get to Jean Philippe. What about you, man?
Okay, so my name is Jean-Philippe Kwame. I'm a student leader from the West Campus, and today I'm representing Wellness Ambassador. Wellness Ambassador is the team that create program and activities for student wellness and healthy. We discuss available resources to student on health, wellness, and safety. We also develop marketing tools to promote wellness activities through tabling, event, workshop, and classroom presentation. So to make this possible, we work on 7 dimensions, which are mental, social, physical, environmental, spiritual, career, and emotion.
Last but not least, we have Diane Villatoro Vasquez. Can you tell us what you do here at Valencia?
I'm a student leader from East Campus, and today I'm representing Valencia Volunteers. Valencia Volunteers is a volunteer resource for students, and that we are committed to promote volunteerism in our campuses and throughout Central Florida. We offer special events opportunities, as well as we refer organizations and volunteer projects to our students that best fits their needs and interests. Also, Valencia Volunteer runs Piggy's Pantry, and Piggy's Pantry is a free resource for students in need to food, outside resource information, and local housing information.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. And I know you guys talked a little bit about what your boards do, but could you please, I want to hear from each one of you. Could you kind of highlight why are your boards a great resource for our students? Let's start with Emily again.
All right, so it is very important to be part of our community. We definitely create a great network. So the people that you meet at each events, you get to create a network as well as develop skills by future employers. We also give many good advice to the students that would love to learn about financial success and truly just apply it to their life. We also have a lot of fun while saving money in these events, and it also can expand your interests. Maybe you may have a interest for financial advising or learning, and that's just something that we want to spread. And we also want everyone to be part of our community as well as make friends and just have fun.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting to learn about, anything related to finance because it is something that we end up having to use, not when we're younger, but as we, get into college and we start having our own money, it's good to know what to do with it and how to take good care of it. So that's an amazing job that you guys do.
Thank you. It is definitely important. And we that is something that we will all have to learn in the future. And hopefully that we will just have a better financial future as well. So
Wow, super interesting. So, if you're listening to this, make sure you reach out to Emily Rodriguez and get more information and learn about finance. That's very important in the future. Now, let's hear from JP. What do you have to tell our students? Why do you think that wellness is a great resource for our Valencia College students?
Okay, so I think it's really important to stay healthy during this college journey. We know that we don't want students to be overwhelmed by all this journey because also have to. I am a student, and I have to focus on my study. But sometimes, it can happen that I'm down, or I don't know what to do, why focusing. I want to be straight. I want to have a straight mind and good point of view. And I believe that wellness ambassador is creating everything for students to be mentally and physically, socially, stable. So yeah, I think that's why I think that wellness ambassador is a great resource.
That sounds wonderful. I know it's important to be self aware, especially when we're in college. It's important to know that we're taking classes, but we also have to have time to unwind. Maybe speaking to some of the wellness ambassadors here at school can give you some more information about how you can do that in your own life. So reach out to JP after this podcast if you need to, and to our Valencia services, and we'd love to help you with that. Last but not least, we have you, Diane. Can you tell us some more?
Yes, of course. As everyone knows, volunteering it's very important and it has many benefits that not can only can improve the our resume, but it allow us to connect to our school, and we can discover our passions and strength alone with learning new skills. It can also lead us to great friendships and new network opportunities.
I actually love volunteering. I don't know about you, Tim, but every time VV had an opportunity to volunteer, so on West Campus, normally on Fridays, we would go to we've been to Clean the World, we've been to A Gift for Teaching. This was pre pandemic, but it was always an amazing opportunity. And now I can tell you this that we are having also amazing online, virtual opportunities to volunteer. So that's I think that volunteering is a good way for you to meet people, for you also to improve your network, um, and it's just amazing to give back to the community. It just feels rewarding. You know what I mean?
It is. It is. I remember when I was younger, my dad took me for Thanksgiving, and we were took me to a mall for Thanksgiving. We weren't there to get gifts. What we did is we gave plates out to people. I always think that's important when we take ourselves into the community and help those that may need it. And when we know we're in college now, so I think it's important that we involve ourselves within our college environment. So I like to ask all of the guests that we have here today, what do you think is so important about college involvement for yourselves? What have you learned about that? And why would you encourage our listeners to get involved too?
I would say personally, I am a very shy person. I don't really like to go out too much, but definitely by going to these events, even the wellness events, as well as volunteering, definitely changed me to be more outgoing and just having fun. I've definitely made lots of friends while going to these events as well. And we just had a fun time, and it never hurts to have a helping hand or to give advice to a student who's in need. And that's why I really love now, as much as I didn't before, now I love to try to do my best to go out there and kind of be the best person I can.
Thank you for sharing, Emily. Now we're going to go to JP. What about you?
I think that this is important for students to be engaged because from this experience, they can gain self-confidence, the sense of responsibility while having fun, right? When I first came into the US, I was shy and a non-talkative person, and I did not want to be involved with anything, right? But I met friends, I made connection. I've been an officer for club. I train people, and now see I'm here being a panel for a podcast. So it has been a long journey. So from this perspective of an introvert person like me, there's a lot of experience and expertise you can gain from that, and I think it will be an opportunity for somebody who wants to make an impact or a change to make it. So yeah, that's all for me.
That is something very important that you brought up, JP. You're an international student. I am one too. And I think that this was my first job opportunity on campus. And I think that you learn a lot of skills. You can become a club officer. There are a lot of opportunities that the college offers and that students should take advantage because at the end, you have to there's skills that you don't learn in the class. You know what I mean? Like you were saying, how to communicate, how to write an email, how to, I don't know, just learn those social skills that in class, unfortunately, because when you have class, it's just a different, it's a different purpose. But when you get involved, when you go to the events, when you volunteer, when you work on campus, you are exposed to so many different opportunities and people, and that really makes a difference. I remember when I started, my English wasn't that good. I didn't really know how to write, a nice email to somebody or to a vendor. So those skills I'm going to take with me forever. So that's really important. And I shared that, I don't know if any other of our guests are international students or have their first job on campus as their first job. But I would like to hear that from you guys too, if this is your first experience. But I think that students only benefit from, working on campus and getting involved.
True.
And last but not least, we have Diane. Diane, tell us some more about Valencia Volunteers. Why is it important to get involved with them, and how has it helped you?
As I said before, volunteering has many benefits and it can also help you build self-confidence. I'm a very shy person as well, and I'm an international student that it's like um, English is not my first language, so it definitely be involved in like this activities and engage with different people and make connections has definitely helped me um, be here right now because this is like getting out of my comfort zone. Now, if you asked me a year ago, if I should do this, I would say no. Like that's too much. But be part of student development has helped me a lot. Like not only like career wise, but also personally. So
I like that you said we need to get out of our comfort zones. That's something that really sticks out to me because I'm kind of topsy turvy. There's been times where I'm more introverted, and there's times where I'm very extroverted. And when we volunteer, we get to meet with the amalgamation of people. There's so many people we can reach out to and find out what their experiences are in their own lives. And getting out of your comfort zone is the only way you'll discover that. So I want to thank you for bringing that up. That was awesome, Diane. Thank you.
Yeah, and she also brought up the point of self-esteem. I think that's something you said, right, Diane? So, yeah, that for sure is something that I have experienced. When you learn how to communicate in the language, because moving from a different country and experience all these new things, definitely it's a little challenging. But when you have an experience like we are having right now, even being part of this podcast is something that is very enriching and also helps boost self-esteem and teaches you new communication skills. Well, this is, a great conversation. We could talk about this for hours. I don't know. I just love, listening to people and their experiences. But moving on to our next question, I want to hear from every one of you. What are the upcoming events or programming activities that your team has in store for this semester? So, what is it that you guys are planning for us? Let's switch things up. Let's start with JP now.
I think I saw it coming. Okay, so for this spring, we're working on 4 dimension, which will be physical for January, and uh, emotional for February, social for March, and environmental for April. So for our first month of January, which is the physical dimension, we'll have an, an upcoming event which is named Follow Your Path. So it is a virtual platform for students, staff, and faculty to stay physically active. There will be many challenges to make it fun, right? So the Follow Path planning team creates a variety of training and tip and weekly workout video. And the training tip include the importance of water and staying hydrated, the benefit of adequate sleep, bike safety, pre and post workout food. So the registration already open. You can go ahead and sign up through Engage. And the first 100 students who register will receive a new opportunity kit to help them with the challenge, right? And student and faculty are also able to register and participate. So this is something for everybody. And for February, I mean, we will have more event coming for February, March, and April. But let's stay tuned for this particular event, which is Follow Your Path.
Thank you, JP. What about you, Diane? What is Vivi coming up with?
Some volunteer opportunities that you should look are, are for Take Stock in Children's and Send Love to Seniors, which there will be an Instagram Live with these two organizations on January 21st at 12 p.m. on Student Deb CW. So stay tuned and hope to see you join the live and know more about the organizations.
Thank you, Diane. And then we have Emily. What upcoming events do you all have going on with finance?
So this is very exciting. We do have a couple of events. So the first one would be January 28th, and it's going to be a skill shop called Money Heist. And what that is going to be about is decriminalizing the concept of credit. So we're definitely going to be talking about credit and the importance of credit as well. And then our next is going to be February 18th, which is Flirting with Money. Since Valentine is coming, it's going to be very lovey dovey. And we're definitely obviously going to be talking about money as well. And our next one is America Saves, which is February 22nd through the 25th. And that's going to be a week long event where we have many activities and engaging things to do with the students as well. And that will all be in Zoom. And I would say our last one is Know What You Owe. And that's going to be March 18th, which is going to be learning about the basics of loans. Oh yeah, one more. And we have April 5th through the 8th, and that is our financial literacy week. So it will be kind of like America Saves, where we have an event where we just have fun. We learn about financial literacy and just try to be as engaging as we can. And that is all the events that we have.
Thank you, Emily. And I'm loving these title names too for the events. Flirting with Money, Money Heist. I need to go
Yeah,
to one of
I
the
was
finance
gonna
events.
say that. I was gonna say that too, Tim. I love flirting with money.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. I want to thank all of you guys for this great information that you gave us. And to all of our listeners, remember that you can get involved with any of our RSOs, our registered student organizations here on campus. All you need to do is go on Engage and register so you can find all of our opportunities and you can see what you're interested in and what you would like to join.
Make sure not to miss out on next week for Good Morning Valencia Free series. Before we end today's podcast, let's have a little bit of fun with a quick Would You Rather activity. Timothy and I will ask questions and you guys will respond. Let's do the following order, okay? So Emily, JP, and then Diane. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
All right, awesome. So for the first would you rather question, would you rather never have a smartphone again, so no iPhones, Android, none of that, or never have a laptop again?
I would say never have laptop.
I will say never had a iPhone because laptop is as everything. So
You can't put your laptop up to your ear when you need to speak with someone in the car, JP.
I I I go for it. I'll go for
I love the answer.
it.
I would rather have a smartphone. Yes, it's just easier.
Yeah, I think I would keep my phone because you can do anything from your phone. You don't even need a computer. You can do
Yeah.
even your assignments. You have Word on your smartphone. You can do everything from the phone. Moving on to our next question. When the appropriate time comes, would you rather continue school virtually or go back to campus?
I would definitely 100% go back to campus.
I would say 200% that I would go back to school. I miss school.
Let's make it 300%. Rather go back to school.
Let's make it 400%. I go back to school too.
500%. I'll go back to school too.
I miss it. I really do. I miss the classroom environment. I miss interacting with the other students and teachers, allowing them to be in my face. I just like that. That's just me. I don't know about anyone else, but that is just me. So I would ask you guys, would you rather be able to time travel but not control what time period you go to, or be able to teleport and not control where you go? That's kind of scary.
Yeah, that's kind of hard.
Hmm.
I would say time travel. Yeah, time travel for sure.
Let's fix the whatever we missed. So I would say time travel too.
Yes, same. I'm gonna pull a Steve Rogers pull. Time travel.
I'll even answer this one. I know I'm not supposed to, but I'll answer it real quick. I would say teleporting, and I will tell you why. I'll tell you why. Traveling is expensive. Plane tickets are expensive. So I just like pack my bags really quick and then teleport. Hopefully, I don't teleport into a volcano or anything, but I think we would be all right.
This question made me want to watch Back to the Future. Great movie. Recommend it. So, would you rather live in a world of Harry Potter or Star Wars?
Hands down, Harry Potter. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, so yes, Harry Potter.
You know, I like being fun, so I would say Star Wars, because I like the laser and all of that.
I'm with you,
Harry
JP.
Potter, no doubt.
You guys got to use the Force. Do they have the Force in Harry Potter? Amanda, do they have the Force?
That's what we're
Oh,
talking
but
about.
Tim, I don't know. I have a feeling that you mentioned, when we were working on the podcast, that you mentioned Star Wars, right?
I did. I have a
Yeah.
lightsaber in my room right now, ready to slice through any enemies who want to come against the Republic. If you know Star Wars, you know what I'm talking about. But here's for our last question, guys. Here's our last question. Would you rather have a small bed in a big room or a big bed in a small room? It's going to get crammed.
Um, I would say a small bed in a big room, and that was because I shared a room with my sister, so I've lived with a small bed most of my life. So I'm like, okay, I can handle it.
Okay. I have a big bed in a small room, but I would go with the big room and a small bed because I don't leave my room, so you know that would be an excuse for me to be more introvert.
So
Yes, I would
JP
say
is
the same.
looking, I'm sorry, JP is looking to be productive.
Yeah, same. Small bed in a big room. I can have a couch for myself.
True. I need a couch in my room. That seems like an essential. I'll have to take my desk. It's more productive than a couch anyway. I'll fall asleep. But I want all of you guys to know today, we appreciate you all coming on, answering our Would You Rather questions, and letting us know about all the things that you do on campus. And I had a great time. What about you, Amanda?
Lovely. Thank you so much for being with us today, letting students know how it is to be actually and actively involved in campus and how that impacted your lives. Thank you so much for sharing your stories and for being and participating with us today.
Thank you.
So thank you, Emily, JP, and Diane. We truly do appreciate it. And for everyone listening, also remember us to follow us on Engage and Instagram. Instagram is Student Dev CW, just the word Student Dev DEV and then CW. So follow us on there. You can keep up with all of the events that we have going on the upcoming weeks. And thank you for tuning in and have a great rest of your day.